Alright, what's good YouTube? It's your boy TrentC back in another video. And I'm saying today we're gonna be reacting to why so many porn stars are dying. You feel me? I've been trying to upload more for y'all, you feel me? So I be busy, y'all. I'm sorry, you feel me? With school and work, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just hard to balance all of them, but we still getting shit done. You feel me? So if you're new, subscribe. More videos on the way. I'm saying. But we finna start this. Let's do it.
2024 has been awful for the adult film industry. Recently, adult film stars have been dropping like flies. Cagney Lynn Carter, dead at 36 from taking her own life. Sophie Leone, dead at 26 from a...
I only know her. Don't ask me how I know her. But I know her. I ain't know the first one.
Suspected homicide. Jessie Jane, dead at 43 from an overdose. Thina Fields, dead at 24. At the time of this video being recorded, Emily Willis is in critical condition from an overdose and...
Damn. I know her too. That's crazy.
Family is expecting the worst. It seems like every week I've been hearing about some adult film star just randomly dying. So what the fuck is going on? Or better yet, what is going on in the industry? Well, the adult film industry is probably one of the worst industries to work in ever. Now, that really shouldn't be too surprising. An industry as gross and obscure as porn being a really weird place to work, I mean, no surprise, right? But people don't really seem to grasp just how awful this industry really is and the genuine terrible effect it has on people and on society.
Let me know if y'all still watch porn. Let me know. I ain't gonna lie. That's a topic for another day.
So let's cut the bullshit and just get right into it. So, how exactly is the industry connected to all of these deaths? Well, I think a good start is looking at one of the people that I mentioned earlier, Thina Fields. Now, months before she died, she talked about facing serious abuse in the adult industry. It is very difficult to be a woman and create adult content when society is literally in shit. At 24 years old, she was found unalive in her home. But one of the weirdest things is that the cause of her death was not really made available. Now, when interviewed about her death, her friend and fellow adult film star Alejandra Sweet said that I can't really share too many details right now because I'm saddened by the news. Now, the production company that she was signed...
Now, I ain't gonna lie, like, when they say, like, nobody knows the cause of the death, like, that'd be the worst ones. I'm not gonna lie. I really hate that. Okay.
To Milky Peru released a statement on their Instagram dedicated to Thina. We still can't believe this. We refuse to be without you. We would like to see you one more time. We hope someone wakes us up from this bad dream. You will always be in our hearts. Thank you for allowing us to be part of your life. And this is the same production company that she was facing all of this abuse from at the time. It's pretty suspicious behavior, don't you think?
No.
Now, I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist.
Y'all, I had tried to do a backflip yesterday, bro. I don't know if y'all can see this, bro, but I hit my eye. Like, that shit. I don't know if it's still puffy and shit. That shit crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying?
But maybe, just maybe, it was an inside job. Nah, I'm just kidding. I don't think it's gone that far, but it's still kind of fucking weird. Now, Thina is not the first to open up about the dark side of this industry. In fact, almost every single major adult film star that you can think of had...
Oh, you're looking at me like... Okay, I'm gonna stop pausing. I'm sorry.
Opened up about the abuse, exploitation, and the serious consequences of it. Lana Rhoades, one of the biggest stars out there, has talked about being forced to do certain scenes that she really did not want to do.
During my short stint in porn, the really extreme acts were what was popular, and that's why, being the #1 performer in the industry at the time, everyone wanted to make money off me, so they pushed me to do these things. And it just gets really extreme, like you were saying, abusive. I don't want to go into too much detail. Like, honestly, some of my experiences are really humiliating for me, and I wish that they never happened.
Many adult film
Damn.
stars, both male and female, are often forced to do scenes that they really, really do not want to perform. Now, not every job is perfect. In almost any job that you want to be successful in, you have to do things that you don't want to do. Actors
That is
often have to
true.
take roles that they don't really like that much in
is
order to
true.
boost their career and get recognition. But if you're trying to get your foot into the adult film industry, you don't really get a say. Many scenes often require doing extremely gross and painful things in order to get the job. I'm not gonna describe any of those things, but I think you can use your imagination. Now, a lot of these girls start in the industry when they're young as 18 years old, as a matter of fact. But oftentimes, many are recruited even younger. Tracy Lords, one of the most successful actresses in her time, was only 15 years old when she started.
15? What? Is that even legal, bro? That's not legal. Oh my God.
She used a fake birth certificate and a fake driver's license to claim that she was way older than she actually was and starred in many, many movies. In the 80s, she was one of the highest paid adult film actresses at the time, earning over $1,000 per day. And this was all while she was only 16 years old. But when she turned 18, the authorities finally looked into the tip that she was actually underage, and they discovered that her credentials were completely fake. The owners of her video agency, Excitement Videos, were arrested, and any film that she starred in was now legally considered child porn.
Wait, no, not even as a 16-year-old. Like, nigga, that's anybody. $1,000 a day? That's $365,000 a year.
In court, the government prosecutors claimed that Tracy was manipulated by the industry and was drugged to do certain scenes that she did not want to do. However, in her autobiography, she claims that anyone who worked with her never once saw her take drugs and that she was fully aware of her actions. But many of her co-workers and even her sister have heavily criticized the book for lying. Now, this is the most well-known case of underage actors in adult films and probably the most controversial one, because it's kind of hard to decide who to really put the blame on. Was it Tracy's fault for lying to the company by using fake documents that looked real? Maybe the company genuinely did not know. Or should the movie company have done a better job at checking her background and making sure that she really was of age? Keep in mind, it was the 80s. The internet was still pretty new and wasn't very advanced. But that's not really even close to the worst of it. Because one of the worst secrets in the industry easily is the human trafficking. Now, over 4.8 million people globally are sexually exploited, and more than 20% of those people are children. And many of these people are used solely for the purpose of pornography. The #1 site where all this content has been uploaded.
Whoa, I didn't know that. Oh my God. Oh my Jesus, I didn't know that. Jesus. Oh my God.
Pornhub, the world's biggest porn site, the site that both you and me have been on before. And if you genuinely have the balls to say that you've never been on it, you're a goddamn liar.
Yeah, you're a fucking liar, bro. You know you done spanked your shit before, nigga. You know you done spanked your shit before, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what age I was when I first spanked my shit. I think I wasn't that young though, but I wasn't that old. I think I was 13. I think. I don't know.
December 2018, a 15-year-old girl randomly went missing after she left her home. The mom did find her daughter 10 months later, but she didn't find her through the authorities. She found her on Pornhub, where she was featured in over 50 videos. Dawn Gianni, a substitute teacher, was arrested after she posted videos of her assaulting her 14-year-old family member on the website. And the only reason the authorities knew about it was because one of her classmates saw the video online and reported it. Rose Kalemba was 14 years old when she was kidnapped by 2 men and R-worded for 12 hours straight. They uploaded the footage to the...
12 hours, bro? How the fuck are you fucking for 12 hours? 12 hours? Nigga, you're not getting gummy? You're not even nutting at that point, bro. You're not getting tired?
and several months later, students at her school were sharing the link on MySpace and tagging her. Several versions of this video were uploaded to the site, with one of them having over 400,000 views. Now, over the course of 6 months, she reached out to Pornhub and explained multiple times that she was a minor and that this was assault, and begged them to take the video down, but never got a response. Until finally, she created a new email posing as a lawyer and demanded they take the video down or legal action would occur. And there are many, and I mean many, stories just like this. These are only a few. However, one of the most infamous situations that brought attention to this issue was one of Pornhub's partner channels, Girls Do Porn. The website's founder, Michael Pratt, created multiple fake modeling websites and invited women to apply for a modeling gig. He posted ads for these on Craigslist and specifically targeted college towns and wanted women who were 18 to 21 years old. Once the women applied, he then told them that the job they actually applied for was for porn and not modeling. Because, you know, you can't really recruit porn stars through.
But you can literally just say no and turn them down. Literally.
List. At least I don't think so. Now, these girls were initially offered $2 to $6 grand for 30 minutes of shooting. Now, many of the girls, predictably, were hesitant to actually sign the contract and take the gig, even though it was good money for what seemed like very little labor. So Michael tried to manipulate the women and get them to sign contracts in very shady and straight up illegal ways. He hired reference girls, and their job was to earn the women's trust and try and deceive them into signing the contract by lying to them and withholding certain information. For every contract that these reference girls got signed, they earned $25 to $200. And Michael had these contracts written in a very, very complicated way to make them as confusing as possible. These contracts never once mentioned the website named Girls Do Porn, and never mentioned the fact that they would be uploaded to the website, even though they were. To really try and push the girls to sign the contracts, they would get them extremely drunk or even get them to take hard drugs, sometimes against their will. And they also didn't let any of the girls keep any of the contracts. After the girls signed, they immediately got them to work. Instead of the initial filming for 30 minutes like they were promised, shooting lasted for a whole 9 hours straight. And the content that the girls were filming was so violent and rough that some of them started bleeding down there. The girls were often refused.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
And the company employees even tried to get the girls to have sex with them, even though that is not part of the business. An employee even forced one of the girls to have sex with him at gunpoint. And even after all of that, more than half of the girls only received a fraction of the money that they were promised. They made up complete BS excuses to try and hog them out of the cash, like, oh, you look too old, oh, you don't look like your picture, oh, your acting wasn't good enough. Complete bullshit. The girls sued the parent company of Pornhub for $80 million, and this lawsuit was huge at the time. Pornhub has historically handled these situations terribly by providing close to no action for non-consensual and underage content being posted to their website. The way their website worked was similar to YouTube, where almost anyone can post to it, and while they may not have encouraged what necessarily was going on, they were profiting from it, which the parent company quite literally admitted to. It wasn't until the extreme rise of controversy and lawsuits that they finally changed their platform so that only verified users can post videos to their website. Any unverified videos or users were removed immediately. Their history with human trafficking is quite literally so bad that there is a whole Netflix documentary where porn stars talk about the connection from Pornhub to human trafficking, and I highly recommend. It's very much worth checking out. Now, this is all pretty terrible stuff, but how does all of this actually tie into the deaths of the porn stars that we've been seeing? Well, if you look at the death of almost every actress, they usually die from one of two things: drugs or taking their own life. There is a very high correlation of people who are sexually traumatized and abusing drugs and alcohol and self-harm. From a UCLA study, more than 50% of porn stars reported using marijuana, 1 in 5 reported using cocaine, and 1 in 5 reported using ecstasy or Xanax. And 1/3 also said that they used hard drugs sometime within the last 3 months. And all of this is self-reported data, so those could be a lot higher stats. Many of these women are using drugs or self-harm to most likely likely cop with the trauma they experienced or to try and hide the shame of their career. Hence why we see so many overdoses and people taking their life. Riley Reid, one of the biggest names in the industry, talked about how her career basically completely ruined her personal life.
I've lost my whole family, and
Damn.
it sucks. So a lot of times when people ask me if they should do porn, I tell them no. I tell them that it makes life really hard. It makes dating really hard. It makes your family life really hard. It makes intimacy hard. You're putting yourself out there and the world is now judging you. You have to be okay with being shamed every day of your life. I don't even want to have children because I do porn, because I'm worried of the way that people will treat my child. With me personally.
And I feel like all females should feel like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, with the child situation, you feel me? Because I seen this one actress, and I seen her YouTube video. I forgot what her name was, but she got a kid, you feel me? Like, some of them be having kids, and like one of the Q&A questions was like, you're not worried about your kid, you know what I'm saying, being bullied and shit. She was like, no, but that nigga's getting bullied. No cap, bro. His mom is a porn star. Like, I don't think like people be understanding that, you feel me?
My mom was supportive in the beginning. She kind of just let me do whatever. That I think it was a good thing. I had a lot of freedom. As time progressed and I became successful, I started to feel like my mom was using me so that she could live a more luxurious lifestyle. When I started to set like these boundaries, not giving her money or things like that, it made our relationship a bit more difficult and almost toxic. And so it sucks. I don't have a mom anymore. I don't talk to her. I miss having a mom. I feel like you can't rewind and you can't go back. I don't have that relationship with her anymore. I don't ever think I will.
Damn.
And that bums me out. Bums me out a lot. I talked to my dad, and he struggles with my job being in the industry. He's also religious. Recently, I wanted to go visit him, and he said that I can't go visit because his wife, my stepmom, doesn't want me there. I'm not allowed to go visit my dad anymore because my stepmom doesn't like that I do porn. But then he told me that when I was like, can we like go get coffee and like we could go like get breakfast? And he's like, I don't want to be seen in public with you. And that.
Oh my God, that would have broke me. Oh my Jesus. That would have broke me.
Just hurt so bad, and it sucks. I lost my family. I don't talk to like my brothers or sisters. I think that they all kind of like try to take advantage of me and stuff, or they're just like, my dad don't want to be around me.
So even with all the horrific things going on in the industry, why work in it? Many of these women choose to work in this career. Most of them can also choose not to, right? Well, it's not that straightforward. Like I've said, many of the people who pick this path are extremely young. Listen, we don't tend to make the best decisions when we're young. They see the promise of money, fame, and a rock star lifestyle, and they immediately jump into it without a second thought. Many of these production companies target these young women for that specific reason. And lots of other people genuinely just do it for the money, not necessarily because they want to. Like, for example, Brianna Coppage was a teacher in St. Louis, Missouri, and really loved her job, but being a teacher was not enough to pay the bills. She started OnlyFans as a side hustle and ended up making more than double her salary as a teacher. She had no intention to leave her job as a teacher, but once the school found out about her account, she was fired. And she then focused on doing OnlyFans full-time because it was her only option. And it's a damn shame that she was only doing it to get the bills paid, not because she liked doing it. Now, the industry has improved over time and has learned from history. Many recruiters and production companies act much more ethically to their cast and crew. People who hire these actresses fully make sure that they are only doing it because they are passionate about the business and don't want them to make a mistake that they will later regret. And many popular websites have now started implementing much more control to prevent non-consensual content from being uploaded. However, the abuse and the consequences still remain. Even if it has improved, it's still an industry that has way more cons than pros.
That's crazy. Y'all boys let me know what y'all think, you know what I'm saying, in the comment section. If you're new, subscribe, and road to 1K. I'm out. You dig?